You are listening to The Dog Behind the Human with me, Dog Coach Francis, and my wonderful partner.
My name is Tina Ryan. Hi, everyone.
All right, Tina, it's another episode for The Dog Behind the Human. And as usual, di ba pinag-usapan natin si Kobe. Kobe has been doing really well and is growing up to be a really nice little boy.
Okay,
What do
for
you think
those
of
of
that?
you, for those of you who are wondering who Covey is, Covey's my 5-month-old wiener dog, and I decided to enroll him in Coach Francis' puppy kindergarten class because that I guess after having read online, the perfect time to have your dogs train is around that age, coach. So ayun, I we decided to bring him in, and so that's Covey.
So yeah, so Kobe, pero syempre marami din kami mga ibang students na nandito sa school. Nakikinig nga pala no si Kay Casimiro. So she is an avid fan. She's learning a lot from
Hi,
the show.
Kay.
So I got
Oh, si
feedback
Kay.
from her. Sabi niya,
Mag-enjoy si Kay, coach. Ang saya
oo
ng
nga.
guest natin tonight.
Pinapakinggan niya daw 'to before going to bed with her husband and pinagkukwentuhan pa daw nila yung mga trivias na mga pinag-uusapan natin dito. And you're right, I'm pretty sure Kay would love to ano, this episode kasi very close friend mo itong guest natin for this episode. Sino ba 'tong guest? Maybe give us muna konting trivia sa kanya na sino ba 'tong guest
Okay.
natin na 'to?
Itong guest natin ladies and gentlemen, guests actually, there's two of them.
Right.
Well, I met him when I was still with Magic. He was part of our morning show, and then, uh, it was one of those we met and we just clicked, and I've just been hanging around with them since the time we met. And not only is he like an awesome singer, just a little background, sumali yan coach sa Canadian Idol. Diba?
Dun pa lang parang alam ko na kung sino 'to.
Yeah. And of course, sumikat siya sa mundo ng YouTube as
Uh-huh.
hashtag Pinoy Boy. And with him is his life partner as well, who is also his manager. So, ladies and gentlemen, on The Dog Behind the Human tonight, we have Mr. Mikey Bustos and RJ Garcia.
Hello,
Hello, guys.
hello.
Hello!
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
There.
Thank you for the introduction.
I know.
Guys, thank you so much, first and foremost, for your time.
You're
And
welcome.
know
Thanks for
that
inviting us.
even though I have not seen you because of this, wonderful show that the whatever this is, this COVID thing, I miss you both so much. And
I
I
know.
am,
Miss
Same,
you
same.
too.
I, I wanted to introduce you guys to, the country's premier dog behavioral specialist, Coach
Yes.
Francis.
Wow.
Hello, Coach Francis.
Woohoo!
Nice
Hello,
to finally meet you.
hello,
Thank
Coach
you for having
Francis.
us.
Yes. Alam mo ba, fina-follow ko din naman 'tong si Mikey, eh. I've seen, most of his videos, wonderful, it's funny. If I go to the supermarket, I see him every time.
Yeah.
So, imposibleng hindi mo siya makilala and, it's such an honor and privilege for me to have you on the show. I never thought na we would have somebody, such a big celebrity like, Mikey and RJ to be on the show. So, and of course, because of Tina Ryan. So, thank you again. Sa'yo din, Tina. Thank you.
Guys, kasi I gave him turon, Mikey. Turon and no, kanina. Wala, I want to thank I did. I made him some, ano ba, boba. Ay, hindi, walang boba pala yun eh. I made him some milk tea and some turon. Anyway,
Yummy.
uy guys, how has this lockdown affected like your daily vlogs, Mikey?
Oh
Has
my
it at
gosh,
all in
RJ.
any way?
Um, Kinda. Well, because we've been religious at staying home.
They
Home
have been, coach,
talaga.
as in,
We have
sobrang
not
takot sila
left.
lumabas.
March. So yeah, we can't do our travel vlogs like we used to. And I mean, it's just been home vlogging.
We just go out to walk the dog and and Ligaya or African Grey.
Walk the animals. But I
Uh,
mean, our followers on the vlogging channel are very loyal. They still watch, even though it's the same thing every day. They're
oh,
like our best friends.
coach, for baka hindi mo alam, coach, not only is Mikey's not like just doing the daily vlogs, but he also has his Ants Canada channel. RJ, explain mo naman kay coach yung Ants Canada niyo.
Actually, si Mikey dapat.
No,
Kasi siya
Ayan,
yung
yun,
may-ari nun.
yun. Oo,
Mikey.
well,
mas, di ba?
yeah, the Ants Canada channel is a channel about my pet ants, alagang langgam.
Wow.
I have many. Oops.
Ilan ang following mo, Mikey, sa Ants Canada channel?
3.7 million.
Yeah.
Oh,
Going 3.8. Maybe tomorrow, 3.8 na.
oh,
Wow.
diba?
Yeah.
Yeah, puro langgam, coach. It's a wonderful. You just stare at it, and it's like parang yung aquarium channel nung araw natatanda mo, RJ.
Like a
They're
toy.
interesting.
Yeah, so
Nakaka-relax.
nakaka-relax. Surprisingly.
Don't they ever escape that aquarium? I mean, scared. Parang natatakot ako just imagining those ants.
No, well, their enclosures are very escape proof. I don't know, like as long as it's escape proof and I make sure walang butas, kahit saan, they're okay. They will not escape. And even if they do escape, they're ants from Philippines. They'll live in your house anyways. They live in your house anyways. So baka it's just walang diferensya.
Hindi
Oh.
maano,
They're just roaming around the house.
hindi mawawala total Filipino ants. Diba?
Yeah,
And
they're like
then-
tenants, but they don't pay rent.
Correct.
Wait. When did this ant thing start? This
Okay,
is very
so, yeah.
unique.
Yeah, so I started both channels at the same time, 2009 or 2010, like that. And then it was my Pinoy Boy channel which went viral first. So while I was doing the Pinoy Boy stuff, I moved to Manila na. And then during that time, I was uploading ant videos pa. And then around 2016, after I had a life here na, that's when that channel exploded and surpassed the Pinoy Boy stuff. Actually, if you really look at how active the community is on Ants Canada, it makes my comedy stuff look like it's just a hobby. It really is a big thing. Tapos, for the Ants Canada channel, there's a store. Like we sell ant farms, so there's an e-commerce company that we also run, RJ and I.
Mhm.
To that, there's like a e-commerce arm to that whole business. So that's taking up a lot of our time as well.
Wow. Ants.
Yeah.
Teka, what color? Kasi you said they're like Filipino ants. There's
Yes.
two colors, the red and the black one.
Pula, yellow,
red,
black,
yeah. Black, red, and yellow.
Nangangagat.
hantik from the manggahan, all of those. It's free, but but they're hardworking and they earn us money.
Yeah, at first it's kind of weird, pero I got used to it. And I have to deal with them every day.
Yeah.
Wait, speaking of ants, look, I had a really bad ant bite from the farm yesterday.
Oh no,
And, like,
chamomile.
I sat on those little ones pa, RJ. And then I think I sat on a bunch of them. Parang, there's like 20 welts on my thigh.
Oh no.
And this one's really big.
Oh.
But it's a tiny red ant. Surprisingly, the bite
What do you
is
call
so.
them?
I'm
What
sure
is?
I'm sure it was Carabera diversus. Carabera
man.
diversa.
Yeah, Mikey knows all the scientific names
Yeah.
ng ants.
Were you there for our
Okay.
house blessing? Were you there for our house blessing?
No.
Oh my gosh, sorry. Well, we wanted you to be there. And
For the housewarming. yes.
but yeah, for the housewarming. And then the those kind of ants were biting all of us.
How do you take
The
this
same
itch?
kind.
Sobrang katiko, sobrang like I couldn't sleep last night dahil I had a lot of bites. So
Ah.
chamomile.
Calomile lotion.
Calamine.
Yeah,
Calamine.
Calamine,
calamine.
yes.
Yeah, calamine
Calamino.
lotion.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, the
Right.
stuff you for chicken
Mm,
pox. Yeah.
mm.
We have a question
Yes.
from Nikai, our producer, and she's asking, "How do you feed those ants, and what do you feed it with?"
Oh my gosh, I wish I could take you. We have also an ipis farm in our ant room.
Yeah.
So we're farming ipis kasi
Coach,
just
meron
in case.
talaga.
Yeah, but this is not the Filipino ipis. This is like a different kind of ipis. This is like from Africa. It's for feeders. And they actually they live in the forests. So even if they were to escape here, they would die.
Yeah.
They need yeah. And we give our scraps, our leftover veggies, the peelings of bananas. We throw to the
So
ipis
it
and
will
they
go
eat
to
it.
waste.
Yeah,
We have a lot of different bugs and insects here.
yeah. So
It's like you
engaging
have
with
your
us.
own. It's like you have your own composting machine right there in your unit.
Correct. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, yeah. And that goes to feed our our langgam. They're all gut loaded actually. We even give them healthy food.
Wow.
We
Well, my
even used
jaw
to have,
just.
So,
yeah, we even had
go ahead,
we
RJ.
even used to have a termite farm.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, not anymore? Wala na?
Anay farm?
Yeah, and a
No,
farm.
they died. Some ants broke in and killed the anay. They're like
Really?
little war. Yes, there are wars that go on in the insect world with under our noses and we don't realize. They
Coach,
Mind
like,
exterminated.
blown.
Yeah.
Coach, punta ka sa YouTube after the show and
I
look
Yeah,
at
will.
the
I did a
ants
whole
ant
video
farm.
on it. Ants Canada termites. Look it up. There's a whole series, a drama series on that.
It's
On the
very
war.
interesting. Mm-mm, very interesting.
Yeah.
My. Oh my. Well, ants. These tiny creatures or insects are most interesting. Now that you're telling me these stories, so well, I'd rather still get bit by a dog than get swarmed by ants.
Talaga.
At least yung bite ng dog isa lang, pak, yun na yun.
Ito,
What do
RJ,
you
parang
use if you get
nahigad
bit by
ako.
a dog?
Yeah. It's scary. Nakagat kasi ako ng aso ng bata ko eh.
Yeah, he was traumatized,
Oh.
RJ.
Yeah.
So what made you get a dog? Is it's because of the size? It's smaller? You decided, hey, it's fine.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
small
okay. Oh wow.
All
and
right.
super cute. So
Yes.
I fell in love with the dog the first time he
Yes.
arrived here.
RJ became a hardcore
Oh.
dog lover as soon as the puppy came here.
Yeah.
So you overcame your trauma from the biting incident. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's good. That's good. What kind of dog bit you anyway? Big?
Was it a
I don't remember. Yung
Okay.
parang askal lang eh. Kapitbahay.
Okay.
Aso ng
Aw.
kapitbahay.
Interesting enough, Coach and I were talking about, 'di ba, Coach, yung why dogs bite? Because Chicken, remember Chicken, my other rescue dog who's with my mom? Every time I come in, she jumps so much on me that I get my legs scratched. So I kind of like push her away, and then she ends up biting my hand. So si Coach taught me a position pala. Coach,
what's the
explain.
position?
What was it? The be a tree? Was that
Yes, be
it?
a tree position. It's so
Be
interesting.
a tree.
You
Be a
mean like
tree. Yeah. Well, a different kind of tree.
like that?
Yeah.
Sway
So
with
what
the wind?
what you
Okay.
want to do is actually cross your arms, all right, and then you're just
Cross
gonna
your
stand
arms.
still. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're just gonna stand still, and then you're going. Usually this is done by kids. Okay, we teach this to kids. Okay, you're going to ask the kids to close their eyes and then look down, and then stay still
Oh.
like a tree. So what the kids will do then, well, at least what the dogs will do then, they will become uninterested with that person because you're not moving. So trees are boring, right, for dogs.
That's
So
why dogs just pee
Oh.
on them.
right, so
Okay,
you
so
just
the
wait for the
dogs are
dog to go
biting because
away.
they want to play with you.
Yeah, that's one possibility, and that's because the more you move, the more interesting you get. That's why you never run.
Oh. Yes, I made that mistake once and a Doberman bit me as a kid. I ran. You're right.
Right.
RJ, did you run? That's why the dog chased and bit you, or just
Yeah. Yeah, I ran.
uh
Siyempre natakot ako eh.
So I guess the most common mistake, the mabuhay, a lot of the mabuhay squads watching right now. So I guess the safest thing to do, coach,
Yes.
is when
Ooh.
they see a stray dog, is not to run because
Right.
Don't
like
run.
stand still.
Become a tree.
Right,
Ayan
right.
si
Be a
Danica.
tree.
Oh.
Be a tree. Ang daming comments natin. Tina, maybe you can just run through some of the comments. We already flashed some of them, pero there are a few questions, especially from
Hi,
Danica.
Mabuhay Squad. We see
Right.
Yan,
you.
si
Ito,
Danica said, nakagat din daw siya ng dog kaya may keloid siya sa knee. And is it hard to pick a queen
Keloid?
ant?
Is it hard? No. Gosh, queen ants are everywhere in Philippines.
how do you
How do
know
you, how,
an ant is a
oh,
queen?
Oh my gosh. Okay. You have to like once you know the shape of a queen, you will forever be able to identify a queen ant from every normal ant. They have a bigger butt, so like
can
you
we
just
have,
have to look for the Nicki Minaj of ants. And if it's like a Nicki Minaj version of ants, you know it's the queen,
like a big
essentially.
butt? Like big
Yeah,
butt?
yeah. Look up queen ant on Google, and you'll see.
I
It's called
am,
actually the
I'm,
the technical term for butt is gaster. It's not even abdomen. It's gaster. So she just has a big gaster,
And they have wings.
and they have wings too. Yeah, and then they
Oh.
break off the wings after they mate.
parang gamo-gamo. Tama?
Exactly. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Pero is gamo-gamo anay?
No, no,
No,
no.
not nanay.
It's langgam.
I think it's ano, langgam. No. I wait nga. Let me Google. When in
Yeah,
doubt, Google.
kasi queen termites and queen ants both have pakpak. They both fly.
What is gamo-gamo?
Huh.
So the difference is the puwet.
Huh?
The difference is the puwet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
And
can never be a
size.
queen ant. Kasi wala akong pet.
Actually, Tina, speaking of Queen Ants and the Ants Canada channel, Tina one time voice overed
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
the Ants Canada channel.
For the
Oh,
And
that
Mother's
was,
Day
for the
episode.
Mother's Day special, she voiced the Queen Ant of one of my colonies.
Yeah, correct.
She
that,
was the voice of the
that was
of the
interesting, coach. Ang saya. Oy, Mikey, you're right. Gamo-gamo is flying termites, coach.
Yeah,
Oh,
see?
really?
Yeah,
Mm.
you see them flying around the lights. It's past their season now. It was like 2 months ago.
Wow. So
Wow.
that means the next time we see gamo-gamo, that means we have like a termite infestation somewhere.
No, it means there's an orgy of termites in the
Mhm.
lights. Like males
Oh,
and females
Ah.
are
They're
they're
ha-
mating.
they're mating.
Yeah.
They're having sex.
Actually,
Oh,
no, you know
wow.
what? Correction. They are flying to meet each other, and termites are unique from ants in that termites are monogamous.
oh,
Termites,
Oh,
yes, they get married and they stay together forever and they don't have any other partners. So you see them flying around the lights because they're checking each other out.
Mhm.
And then when they fly to the ground, they break off their wings and they get married. Males and females pair together and they start their colony on their own.
coach. Okay, RJ, when you met Mikey
And
and
yeah.
you saw this, parang you knew that he had a fascination with ants. What was the first thing? Kasi parang ang dami, di ba? Like ako, I love ants. But it's like Mikey's parang almost like so into ants na it's kind of, di ba? It's not so common, coach.
it is
It's not
very
common.
interesting.
Pero you know what though? RJ also has his quirky like passion, which is apples. So like we fit together like ants and apples, right? RJ, explain apples.
Apples.
Yeah, coach,
Yeah.
yan,
Explain
yan.
apple drive.
Yeah, so on the side, well, I do events and I produce videos for Mikey. I do apple drive, so I give away apples sa mga bata. So we promote healthy eating among kids sa Philippines. And then, yun.
But it's
So,
reached all over the world, diba? Like, how far
so
have you gone for the Apple project, Apple
yeah,
Drive project?
other organizations the projects we have Apple Drive locations in Africa, in Ghana, Uganda, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Burundi. Basta medyo marami. Siguro more than 20 countries na gumagawa ng Apple Drive.
And his organization has won awards like what is it? ABS-CBN. What is it called?
Yeah, Bayaning Pilipino.
Bayaning Filipino Award.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Those
For
are
his
my friends,
humanitarian
Coach.
work.
Those are my friends.
Yeah, see, apples. We have apples everywhere. See.
Let's go back to ants.
and and we have ants everywhere. See?
Oh, there you go. Ants and apples.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, maybe you should create a
Random.
logo with ants and apples, or maybe the ant is eating the apple. Those kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff, right? Cool.
Oh, and Richard says, "Love Apple Drive project." Me too, Richard. I have
Hi,
helped
Hi,
Richard.
so many
Richard.
times. Mm-mm.
We
Helped
know
so many
Richard.
times.
Richard gave us this.
He's from Seattle.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
See that?
Richard. I thought I had the sweetest viewers and listeners. I guess you guys are competing against me now.
Yeah, Richard
That's so
has been very, very
cute.
kind.
Yeah, we're super blessed that there's a lot of people around the world that's supporting us, supporting our vlog, especially Mikey's journey in entertainment and online.
So
Right. So
I guess go ahead, Coach.
yeah, I have a question because I was supposed to ask you about your musical career. I mean, how it started and how it brought you today's
Yeah.
man for the YouTube man, the Pinoy thing, right? And then eventually ants. Pero did you ever imagine yourself parang staying here in the Philippines, na parang doing this YouTube stuff? I mean, what did you want to be, or what career did you want it for yourself?
Oh man, like growing up, I thought it was just as simple as picking one thing to do and just be that one thing. And for me, growing up, that was to be a singer. But like life just had bigger plans, I guess, and it was just like, okay, Mikey, you can sing in the future, but I also want you to do other things. And I've just been going with the flow, really, no plan. And like, just no plan is the best plan. That's
Yeah.
what I find. Just go with the flow, go with what works. Roll with the punches.
Go,
Cool.
go, go. You know.
Yeah.
Right. Super
Right?
wonderful.
What do you
And then,
think?
Yeah, I agree.
how about you, RJ? What were your original plans before probably started managing Mikey? What were your plans
Yeah,
when you started?
I'm into events na rin. So when Mikey, he was my neighbor. So when he approached me to help him with his first parody video, which is the Balik Bang Box.
Parody.
Yeah,
Miley Cyrus parody.
Miley Cyrus parody.
Yeah.
Yun. I thought
You-
hindi ko kaya, but actually because of Mikey's creative minds and and his expertise, I learned to do all of these things to organize,
Yeah.
to produce the videos.
He did a lot. And like honestly, when the videos come out online, it almost is like a lot of the credit comes to me. But really, a huge amount of work is done by this one here. And our team and our whole team. You know what I mean? I'm just like, it's gotten to the point now where I'm just the talent.
Yeah, so
I'm writing and directing. That's it.
so I booked for our staff, for our venue, for our talents, props, costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have wardrobe, set design crew
Wow.
now, video editors, yeah, assistants. Like sometimes our prod can be really big, like as much as 50 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Full production yan, Coach.
Yeah, that's a full production for a commercial.
For yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
we
and
do
sometimes
we do
it's out
branded
of the
videos.
country.
Yeah, sometimes
like
we
Taiwan.
fly. Yeah, sometimes we go to, like, let's say our last project abroad is
Taipei.
yeah, it was in Taipei. So I think we brought our staff. We're 10 in the team.
Yeah, Taipei tourism for us and our team. We started filming on the plane. Can you imagine? Like these people are trying to enjoy their vacation, and here this team is filming a video on the plane and causing all of this noise and weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry guys, sorry. Okay, let's film. Going to Taipei. You know what I mean? Like these people are so disturbed.
Alam mo, Coach, just a trivia. How many videos have I done with you, Mikey? Like
Oh my
three,
A
right?
God.
lot.
A lot.
Three or
Yeah.
four.
Okay, she was
Like,
part of the Jahe piece, the weekend parody. You
we
were
did that in
also
our kubo in the
Yeah, yeah,
house.
yeah.
yeah.
I remember that.
You were also part of our Sia parody. Remember
Is that
that?
the one
We
where
needed
what
we needed a sexy morena,
Morena
and
in the
you were the
jeepney.
sexy morena in a jeepney.
what video was that you made me like save dog poop for the video?
Okay, that was the weekend. That was the
That was the
weekend.
Jahi piece.
That was Jahe piece.
The things I would do for these guys, imagine.
Yeah,
RJ
yeah.
will call. Okay, I need a location, blah, blah, blah. If it's in Mandaluyong, of course, syempre, madami tayong po sa Mandaluyong. RJ, no
Correct.
problem. But like the last time we had to
Mandaluyong
reschedule.
side.
Yeah, Mandaluyong!
Flashing the gang side. Mandaluyong, yo.
He's like,
Represent.
be building with an elevator. Like we're gonna shoot a scene. I go, okay, hold on, let me call my buddy. You know, I have this like
Elevator?
friend who owns
Oh
the building. Remember the elevator
yes,
scene?
yes, yes,
Correct.
yes.
Uh,
Tina has saved us many times in our parody videos.
And then the
Correct.
last one, she played.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson parody. Oh my gosh, she played
I
a
played the Snatcher.
Snatcher.
You gotta see it. She's very alluring. We're at a bar, and I'm Michael Jackson, right? It's a parody to Thriller,
Mm.
right?
That has a
It's
lot
a
of views.
Michael
That has a lot of
Jackson
views.
medley, Coach.
Yeah,
Michael
and
Michael
Yeah.
Jackson medley.
but like Filipino stories. So the story of this is I'm in a bar and I spot sexy Tina, right? Tina's walking down the stairs. She's like we're making eye contact and then I do the moonwalk to her and then she grabs me by the neck and then she sticks her hand behind me. It's like she's grabbing my ass, but she's grabbing my wallet. She was a snatcher, ay. Nako,
I
Wow.
Ang galing
know.
mo doon, Tina. Ang galing mo. Sobra.
yeah, Tina, you were the best in that.
Gosh, my gosh.
Honestly, the best.
So next time you guys need a dog talent, you know who to call. You just gotta give
Correct.
him. You just gotta give him
Yes.
a heads up, like way
Okay.
ahead of time for training.
Yeah, we were thinking of doing a WAP parody, wet ass puppies.
Game. Let's do it.
or like cute ass puppies.
Yeah.
Oh my
There's some
God.
dogs in this house.
Maybe
There's
after
some
COVID.
dogs in this house. There's some, like that.
How does that work, Mikey? Yung creativity mo, like when you like, syempre, di ba, Coach? It's not easy to think of parody, like di ba?
It's a
Like
special talent.
yeah, like
Not really.
do
It's
you have
just-
like a specific time of the day na bigla na lang there's a light bulb moment and go, RJ, I'm gonna do this. Parang ganun.
Yeah, sometimes may mga ganon, like Mikey will tell me, RJ, we have to record. So sometimes nasa taxi, inside the taxi, still writing the script. By the time we arrive to the studio,
we're
it's,
recording it now.
it's done. So we'll record na.
It's very weird because it's like when we get that like surge of inspiration, we have to act on it fast before it disappears. So I'm like, RJ, let's go to the studio. Book it.
Yeah, the way we do it is that Mikey write the lyrics, we record right away. Sometimes the next I have to book all the talents or on the venue,
The location.
the location, and the props.
He has to plan the shots.
Yeah.
I have to send him a shot list. I'm like, this is my wish list. I need a helicopter, I need a building, and I need
Yeah.
an older man with freckles.
I have to do it for one day. so that the next day, yeah, we can shoot na.
Okay,
Wow, that quick.
so since the show is called The Dog Behind the Human, and I know you both just are new. Well, Mikey, I know you've owned dogs before, but together as a couple, this is the first
Mhm.
time you guys are owning a dog, and you guys got Cypher, the Chorky. Do you have a picture of Cypher? She's so cute. He's so cute.
He was
Uh,
actually the second. Tell him the story about the first one,
oh,
Benigno.
yes, we actually
Oh,
got another puppy a few years back.
Mhm.
His name was Benigno, and he was a mini schnauzer. Um,
when? When was that? How come I
this
never met
was
him?
before Magic.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. This was back when I was doing like the showbiz thing with the TV networks.
okay.
And but then after my YouTube channel started to pick up a bit more, we started getting more work abroad. So we were flying out often,
Mhm.
and it just felt wrong to have this puppy just join us in that time of us leaving the country. So we gave it to one of our friends to adopt, and
Mhm.
then that's it. The puppy's living happily now.
Mhm.
Do you still
With
get to
them.
see? Do you still get to see him?
Sadly, no, because it was actually given to a friend who was sharing it with his girlfriend at the time,
Mhm.
and then they split, and the girlfriend took it. So
Oh man, what
yeah,
a oh, sorry. Coach, I almost said something.
it's okay. It's a female dog. It's allowed.
And and then coach, see Cypher naman. How has it been with Cypher during the quarantine period?
Hmm? How has it been?
Yeah, I
Well,
think without Cypher, medyo sobrang stressful dito.
yeah, Cypher
Like
is
just
yeah.
being inside the house, sometimes, di ba, dalawa lang kami, and sometimes our help comes in. Pero with the dog around, oh my God, it gives so much joy and happiness to both of us.
Yeah, and it's actually cool that because we have all of this home time, we can actually be there for the critical, periods of training, like the housebreaking. Oh my gosh, housebreaking Cipher was so easy
Mm.
because we were there to watch him 24/7. Had this been like during our regular work,
Mhm.
season, it would have been hard to keep an eye on him. He knows not to chew cords or anything like that. He's just very good.
Yeah, there are also hard things that like oops, Cypher.
There he is now.
Yeah,
Ah,
as I was saying, there
is
were
he awake?
also hard things dealing with like dogs, but seeing the dogs all the time, like she's very sweet and all that. So parang nawala bigla yung hirap sa pag-aalaga ng dog. Sobrang sulit. Masarap sa
Oh,
pakiramdam kasi
Mhm.
sobrang sweet niya.
All right, RJ. Growing up, did you have a dog or have you had other animals as a pet?
Yeah, I think we had, but if you come to think of it, like 20 years ago, like people in the Philippines, especially in the province, are not really dog lovers. We are not pet lovers.
they're
Usually
dog
in the province
eaters.
growing up, many of us in
Oh
the
my God,
province,
Tina.
parang kinukulong lang yung dog, kulungan lang siya, tinatali, ganun. Kunti lang yung ang alam ko na like yung dog pwede mong ilagay sa sofa mo, kasabi mong matulog. It's just recently, I think in the past 10 years lang naging comfortable or naging popular yung pag-aalaga talaga ng dog na gaya ng ganito.
All right, RJ, you mentioned na parang sa province, right? Which province was this that you grew up in?
Oh, yeah, galing ako ng Pangasinan.
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 Okay.
Pangasinan.
Pangasinan. Ako kasi I have Ilocano blood in me. So is it the same thing in Pangasinan? Parang Ilocano ba or Panggalatok?
Yung
Panggalatok.
sa area parang nahati eh. Half of Pangasinan is Ilocano eh. Tapos yung half
Oh.
Panggalatok.
All
Ah,
right.
wow.
Ganun
I
pala
didn't
yun.
know that.
Yeah.
Wait, since coach briefly mentioned this, like the difference of because you had sanggol too, diba? Sanggol
Yeah.
like a pig and a dog. How what is the difference? Like when it comes to training, how hard was it? Or
Oh,
Yeah, we used to have a pot belly pig here inside the condo.
yeah. Well, pigs are very food motivated, so they're just it's about food. They'll do anything and try to figure out what you want them to do just so they get the food reward. That's how the pigs work.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas dogs, I think it's I don't know. It's still a reward system, but it's might not necessarily be food motivated. Because like for example, the coach, like some dogs are more play motivated.
Right.
Yeah, pigs are not like that. It's just
They
food.
Oh.
just want
Food
food. They just
food
want
is
food
the
all the
only thing
time.
on their mind. Yeah. They will play with you for the food. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, we had to dispose our mga appliances and furnitures here kasi they will dig into it, sira lahat. All our light
What?
borders,
Wow.
lahat ng borders namin we had to remove it, and we had to buy appliances ay mga furnitures na hindi wood because
All right.
masisira.
That's one note. That's one thing that I have to keep in mind when my wife and I are talking about following Mikey's footsteps and getting our own pot-bellied pig. Oh
Oh,
my
but
goodness.
here's the thing: potbelly pigs and dogs don't get along.
Oh.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, they're notoriously known to, unless it's a herding breed, like unless it's a breed that's known to be around, livestock, like a
Uh-huh.
livestock breed of working dog, then I
Oh,
think puede. But generally, dogs and pigs don't get along. I don't know why.
but
Cats
did you guys
puede,
have
but
an
not dogs.
did you guys have an incident with Sanggol and a dog? And he like who freaked
No,
out?
no, 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 thank goodness. Pero the few times that she came close to a dog, like she wanted to kill them.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. She became all defensive, like the fur on her back went up,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Huh. That's interesting. Well, I have golden retrievers and we've met
ooh.
a pig in a garden that we visited in Tagaytay. Sonia's garden. Sonia has her own pig. So when we went there, I brought a couple of my golden retrievers and they were okay. So, but I'm
Okay,
not really
good.
sure with my Alaskan Malamutes. So that's
Oh,
going to be
you
a
have
challenge.
Alaskan
Wow.
Malamutes?
Oh
Yes.
my god, it's beautiful, you guys. I saw it
So wait,
today. It
How
was
many
like,
dogs do you have,
wow.
coach?
I have seven, but I kind of co-own two more. So I have like
wow.
eight now, and then another
Oh
one. So it's,
my.
it's growing.
So wait, Alaskan Malamutes can be kept in the Philippines? They bought their
Yes.
like thick fur dogs.
Well, you can keep them as long as you give them what they need. A lot of air conditioning, the right
I see.
food. It's pretty much how you would take care of any other dog, with extra expense lang because of the air conditioning. That's a must.
Mm.
At
So
least
you
that's
can't
how
like
I'm raising
shave
my
the
dogs.
fur or something.
Oh no, no. You never want to shave a double coated breed like an Alaskan Malamute or a Siberian Husky. Same goes with golden
Oh.
retrievers because the double coated breeds kind of protect them from excessive heat and then excessive cold. So it acts like a double
Oh, I
shield.
see.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's like a thermal coat.
Yes.
but if the dog's
Mm.
here and it's a tropical country, it's not also advisable to just trim it a bit to just make, 'di ba? Parang to keep them a little cooler. Does it? Am I making any sense, Coach?
Well, it's not really recommended
Advice. Okay.
generally
I
because,
see.
again, it serves as an insulator for both cold and the hot temperature or humidity that we have. So
Guys,
mas maganda.
here I
Speaking
am
of
complaining
this,
about my Meralco bill. I don't even want to ask Coach.
Yeah, maybe
speaking of
living
this,
in.
coach, I have a question.
Go
I
ahead.
have a dog question. Okay, so you mean, oh, okay, do you know anyone first off? And I'll explain why this question. Do you know anyone in the Philippines who has a Tibetan Mastiff?
Yes,
Whoa.
yes,
So is it possible to keep them in the Philippines?
it is possible because we can keep Alaskan Malamutes, and one of the most bred dogs currently in the Philippines is surprisingly the Siberian Husky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen a few of those. Yeah.
Yeah, so we
Okay,
can.
the reason why
However,
I'm
you just have to be careful with the temperament because they are known to be highly protective of their family.
Are
yeah,
you getting one, Mikey?
well, here's the thing. The reason I ask is because we have been thinking about obviously expanding our pack when we move to our farmhouse, which we're hopefully moving to by next
Next year.
year. And we would like a dog that is good for the farm, but is also a good guard dog. And based on what I've been reading about Tibetan Mastiff, they're also good outside dogs. But then I also read that they're not good for tropical countries because of the coat, which brings me back to the Alaskan Malamute, which is why I was asking, do you shave it or but now I see you just keep them indoors
Yeah,
where
you can
there's
still
aircon.
keep them give them time to be outside, but generally they can't be outside dogs even if you live in a farm unless you're probably in Tagaytay specifically or somewhere
Yeah,
cold in
or
Sudan
Baguio.
or
Yeah.
Baguio there.
Okay.
But in
So
general, I won't recommend it.
okay, so what dog would you recommend for like RJ and I? Look, just to when we expand our pack, if we ever feel like it's right to expand and get more dogs.
Well, I'm a little bit biased because I have these dogs, but I would still go with a Labrador and a Golden Retriever because they are
Ooh.
very hardy dogs. They're perfect for farm living. They can even live in an apartment as long as you just train them and then you get it from a really good, reputable breeder. You should be fine. Beagles, however, beagles have a tendency to roam. So depending on
Oh,
how big the farm
Interesting.
is and if you have gates secure. So
yeah,
beagles
yeah.
might not be the perfect dog as well.
And they
So
baw, don't they? They do. Oh, they have
they,
this like. My neighbor had a beagle, and this thing had a different song. Every day, it was just this weird. It's not even a bark. It was like this weird howl.
Oh my god.
yes, yes.
Oh, it sounded like that. It sounded like the dog was yodeling. I'm like, wow, this is a European breed.
Well, one good dog that you can keep in a farm and would be very
Yeah,
functional to keep you safe as well. And then it's a I would go with a nice German Shepherd.
I
Wow.
have been thinking of this. Yeah, that is also one of our considerations. We've never had a German Shepherd. I don't have experience with them. Of course, if we do, maybe we'll send them to you so that they have a good start, right, in life.
All right, so here is I'm actually
But
sharing my
Oh
screen.
wow.
oh,
This
Wow.
is a
Oh
photo of
my
my wife and my
gosh.
pack.
Look at his mask and
So there,
oh.
mask and
Gorgeous.
and that's
there
a
you
is that
go.
a beagle?
Yes,
It's a
that is.
beagle.
Yeah.
I have a
Lab-
Labrador, a Golden
Labrador.
Retriever, one Beagle, an Aspen, of course. I have my
Oh nice.
Alaskan Malamute, another English Cream Golden Retriever, and a
Retriever.
Siberian Husky.
Oh my, what a pack. A beautiful pack that is.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm officially jealous. Coach, can I copy paste my face there and Dennis's face? Ang galing. Ang galing. But going back to Cypher, because Cypher is such a small dog. Has Cypher met any like during the quarantine? Have you like socialized Cypher with a much bigger dog, and
Yeah,
how
actually,
did
this
Cypher
has
react?
been correct. Yeah, this has been the challenge, really. Getting him socialized with other dogs when we're staying inside, trying to avoid the virus. So his exposure to other dogs growing up has mostly been to his brother. And also, the great thing about going to his brother's place is um, Raquel, who owns his brother, has another dog.
Mhm.
Um, Not a huge dog, but still bigger than him,
What
and older.
kind?
It's a Shih Tzu,
Oh,
so still a toy breed, but bigger and more mature. So when Cypher went there for the first time, I'm like, um, you know, Raquel, I'm okay if Cypher socializes with this other dog because I need this other dog to teach Cypher some manners. You know what I mean? Like, so he knows right away that he can't just run up to another dog and start barking at them or biting them. Because that could kill him in the future. So that's been his only exposure. And when we go for walks, also he will meet with other dog walkers and stuff.
All right.
But that's it. Yeah.
Okay, well, the thing about we've been discussing about socialization a lot in this show. So, my concern now as a professional is it might not be enough because dogs
Hmm.
need to socialize with a myriad of
Mhm.
people, a myriad of
Yeah.
experiences, and
Correct.
a lot of dogs. And that's where Tina's Covey is in now. So that's what we're trying to teach Covey is to be comfortable. How do you read another dog's body language? And these are stuff that only other dogs can teach another dog.
Yes.
Obviously, we're
Yeah.
not dogs, right? So maybe after the COVID or when you're ready to send your dog, I'd be able to help you out as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No?
Yeah. That would
You
be great.
guys,
We
But I
would
will
love
miss
that.
there's
him.
a I know,
Yeah.
but
We'll miss
there's
him.
there's a there's a 4-month-old Yorkie that's like a little smaller than Cypher. That's like playing with the big dogs
Oh,
earlier. It was too
so
much. Like
cute.
it's too cute. I wanted to sleep in the garden with them. And going
So
back to
cute.
Cypher, what was the reason you guys wanted a dog? Like, did you guys just get bored during quarantine, or did you really discuss
No,
this?
no. Okay, yes, we didn't actually buy Cypher. Um, what happened was during Christmas, this was before we ever knew about the virus. So we're at a Christmas party with my cousins Ed, Mark, and Nika, and they're showing us a picture of their two dogs that were stuck together. They had mated. And I'm like, oh wow, so they're gonna have puppies. And I joked around. I'm like, oh man, I miss having dogs. It's been like years since I've had dogs, and I just joked. I'm like, can I have the puppy? Right? Can I have one of the puppies? And he's like, sure. And then Raquel was also there, and she's like, I want the other puppy if there's another one, right? And so from then on, it was just an arranged thing. And then it just so happened that COVID happened.
Mhm.
We were homebound, and when Cypher was ready to come to us at 14 weeks, he came.
It's okay.
Like when they opened the
Okay.
borders to Baguio, actually. And actually, Baguio is still strict with who goes in and out. So we weren't
Oh,
even
until
sure.
now. Mm.
Yeah, we weren't sure if when or if Cypher would be coming to Manila.
All right. Well, so that's Cipher, and let's talk about your other pet, the African Gray. What's her name?
Yeah,
Her name is Ligaya.
yeah. Her
We
name's
got
Ligaya.
her siguro 2 weeks. Nung 2 weeks pa lang siya.
Was she 2 weeks
Yeah, two
old?
Does
weeks
she
old. From a breeder in
does she
Marikina.
come to you
Yeah.
guys when you like call her the Gaia? Does she come to you
Minsan, yes. She kind of has a mind of her own. She'll come sometimes. She doesn't otherwise. If you have a banana, she'll often fly to you.
Mhm.
She's bananas.
Oh.
We're looking at her right now. She's full, and she was named by the Mabuhay Squad, our vlog subscribers.
All
One of them's
right.
tuned in. Hi, Danica. Danica's always, my gosh,
Hi,
one of the
Hi,
biggest
Danica.
supporters.
Danica.
The Mabuhay squad. There you go. And somebody else was watching in Davao or Surigao ata, but the internet though is bad. I forgot the
Oh,
name. Sorry, but thank you for watching.
thank you
Thank
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for
you.
watching, guys.
Right. So, aren't you afraid for Ligaya to fly off? I mean, it's a bird.
Yeah. You mean fly off where?
Like fly
Like
away.
outside?
Yes.
Well, we make sure that the windows are always
Mhm.
closed. And also because my condo is like limited space for her, um, her flight capabilities are kind of limited. She hasn't, like for parents, they really have to learn talaga how to fly. They don't naturally know. So Legaya's only exposure to free flight has just been up and down my hallway in the building. But that's it. Like, I'm sure even if I had my windows open, it would take a lot for her to find a way to get there and fly out. But but yeah, we're hoping once we move to the new farm, she'll be able to fly around a bit more.
Mhm.
We're not really afraid.
Yeah, prior to COVID, we always bring her everywhere we go.
Yeah, she has a little harness.
Yeah, she's exposed to places and
Oh.
things and
Is
people.
she awake right now? Is it possible for
Yeah,
us to like
yeah,
see her?
yeah.
Yay! Somebody's
Let's try.
somebody's
Well,
requesting
well.
Oh
Jamela,
yeah,
I'll get
Jamela
her. I'll
Hernandez.
get her.
yeah, that's her. Gaya.
RJ, sinong mas matyaga sa potty training between you and
She
Mikey?
decided to step up today.
Mikey.
She
Si
decided to
Mikey.
step up today.
Yeah, but I clean.
Ah! Ayan.
I clean all the mess.
Oh,
Oops.
okay, wait.
Yeah, so to all the viewers, make sure before you get a dog, you have a very supportive partner
I think
who
the
will
light.
help you
Uh-huh.
pick up.
Wait, it's okay.
Even before you get a bird like
There you go.
Ligaya.
Yeah, she plays with
Oh,
ciphers times.
Oops, she wants to fly
Oh,
back
there
to
you
the
go.
cage.
All right,
She
no,
has
not
it's
to
minor
start
okay.
trouble with
problems.
the light.
Thank you. There you go.
Uh-huh. Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tina, do you want to have an African gray or any parrot at that at some point?
I've I love birds.
Why are we laughing? Are we laughing at the
Okay.
same thing?
No, no,
Are
because
we
it's
all
Tina who said it.
Coach, Coach, love birds is what I meant.
Avian. You love
Love
avians.
birds.
Yeah, like growing up, I had lovebirds. Like
Uh,
Cute.
and I think we all also had like some sort of a parrot that got away. And I remember Mikey, my mom gave a reward for like the whole neighborhood to find this bird. I don't know what happened to the bird. Oh, I
Oh.
no, Coach, kinain ng sewer rat.
what?
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Like I think my mom woke up the next morning and it's like natira na lang legs or something. It got
Oh
into
my
got
Wow.
into
God.
yeah. So anyway, because I live in a condo and the condo is supposedly not pet friendly, I actually thought of getting the same bird as Mikey until I snuck Covey in. So ayan, there goes the plan of getting a bird. So I got a dog instead that I can cuddle and hopefully won't bark at everything, Coach. That's where Coach comes in. He's like,
Yes, coach. So I have another question. The whole thing of barking. Okay, so it's natural for a dog to bark, right? But just not excessively. Is that it?
Right. Yes.
So in your training, do you encourage the dogs to be vocal, but at the right times? Is that how it works, or what is it? What's your approach to the whole issue of barking? Because you
Well,
have
it's
a
okay.
beagle. Does your beagle
Right.
do the ow? Ow, 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 ow? Does it do that?
Yes, yes. If you've ever had a beagle or learned of a beagle, they will do that. They can be excessive barkers. We actually have a previous episode dedicated for those dogs who has a higher chance of barking on a previous episode of the podcast. But anyway, it's okay for the dogs to bark. They need to vocalize. That's what they do.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
However, what you want is to teach your dogs to stop on cue. So that would put a
Mm,
little bit more of balance
mm.
between your need and the need of the dog. Let's say if someone rings a bell, maybe you can let them bark for a few counts, like 2, 3 barks, and then you tell them, "All right, that's enough." They should just
Yeah,
stop, or
yeah,
maybe, "Okay, go to your spot." So
yeah,
it's really
yeah.
not about correcting the dog, but it's telling the dog to do something else. It's either, okay, you need to stop barking now. You get a treat. Thank you for letting me know there's someone on the door. Or,
Oh,
okay, good job. I know there's someone there. Okay, go to your spot and stay while I open the gate or I open the door. So those kind of stuff.
yeah.
It's really
So you
more
can just say
about,
no barking.
Yeah, I think that's a common mistake. People just say no barking, like that's something you're not allowed to do. But I mean, that's part of what they do, and you want them to bark. Let's say
they're
there's a
dogs,
robber
diba?
there.
mhm,
Yeah, and like
mhm.
let's say there's a trespasser. I want my dogs to let me know.
So true. So, and besides, if you don't want a noisy dog, don't get a breed that has a higher chance of creating excessive noise, like beagles or small guard dogs, like mini pinchers. Or hey, you know what? Chihuahuas are great barkers, so maybe
Yeah,
you don't
Oh
want
my
that,
god.
yeah,
right? So a golden retriever would bark, but at a minimal level, not as big and not as scary as a German Shepherd. So it's really all about the breed and how you are training that dog to live in your life, in your lifestyle, or where you live. So
interesting.
there. Uh-huh.
Is
Yeah, thank
Cypher a
you.
barker? Cypher a barker?
When he first arrived, he wasn't really, but
Okay.
yeah, I would say he's about a 5 or 6 on a
Mm.
scale of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there are times when he barks a lot, especially at night when he hears the dogs in the barangay. He will like answer back. Yeah.
I'm just so surprised to see Kobe earlier not barking.
Wow.
Like, yeah. He like the remember coach, the dogs of the neighbors were barking more, but he wasn't like reacting. He wasn't really barking. So I'm just like
Right.
I can't wait to have him back in 2 weeks.
That's awesome. He'll be a completely different dog.
Like coach said, we're gonna love him even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Oh,
thing with
that's nice.
Cypher. Same thing with Cypher. Once Cypher gets the proper education or maybe guidance, we always talk about Tina and I and Dennis. We talk about, well, don't put too much expectations on your dog, right?
Yeah,
Don't put the
yeah.
pressure on them, okay?
Hmm.
Because it's not their job. It's not their thing to do, okay? They should just live life as a dog, okay, and not have this too many decisions. So that's where we come in. We try to train the dog and then teach them our way of life because they didn't ask to live with us. It was us who asked them
Who
to live with
chose?
Hmm.
us, right? So we chose them. So it's a two-way street. The same thing that hey, you're taking good care of ants, and you have an African gray, and now you have cipher. So it's all about managing the behavior as well, and not just dictating and setting our expectations too high for a dog. So I guess that's
Yeah,
where I
yeah.
come
I mean, it's like having kids too, right? Like, I
in.
want
Mhm.
you to be a doctor and that's it. And then and you know what I mean? And then they grow up to like almost 40-year-old who keeps ants for a living. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, totally agree with that.
Oh. By the way, Sci-Fi sleeps with us. He shares the
Oh,
bed with us.
yeah.
Oh,
Is that bad?
it's not. As long as there are no issues, it should not be a problem. That's one of the more common questions that I get. I ask the questions back. Well, okay, your dog sleeps with you. Do you have a problem? Is it okay with you? And they would say
Hmm?
no.
No.
Well, then we don't
Do
have
you,
to train anything.
Okay. Yeah.
do you guys have a problem with Cypher when he's sleeping with you
No, we
guys? No.
actually love it. No. And he will wake us up in the night to
Hmm.
go pee. Like he's still at that stage where
Oh,
he's peeing at like 4 a.m.
He will lick
wow.
my
Well,
face.
Yeah, he'll lick us. He'll be like, "Take me to the bathroom. I gotta
Oh,
pee."
Yeah.
And then after he pees, he comes back and snuggles back in.
So
that's actually really good.
yeah, his
Yeah,
sleeping crate nasa paanan namin. And then sometimes he wants to stay there and then like at 3 a.m. he
he'll
would
come out of his crate
yeah.
to wake us up.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's the
Oh,
beauty of crate training. See, Coach Na is encouraging me to get a crate when Kobe comes home.
Oh
But it's
yeah,
their safe space. That's their
yes,
Yes.
safe
yes.
space.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
we started crate training Cypher the moment he got home. Like what right when he got in, we're like, "This is your crate," and he instantly knew that was the safe bedroom.
Gosh. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah.
I'm the ultimate dog human who doesn't follow the rules.
Well,
Oh,
I
crate training works
smother my
wonders.
dogs.
Mikey's pet parenting skills are showing, right? So you can be like an
I
ant
even
coach or a dog coach
yeah.
yourself.
I wish ants could have crates. No, I remember even buying a crate for my Great Dane. I had a Great Dane in Toronto, and this
Gosh.
crate, I could fit in this crate. It was so big, but it really works for even the beastly dogs. Like Great Danes.
My
Uh-huh.
God, extreme yung size, coach. What are the challenges in taking care of a small dog from like a Great Dane to like a little Chorky?
Uh, is that question for me, Tina,
Oh,
or for
sorry,
Yeah.
it's for
Mikey?
Mike. I'm sorry, it's for Mikey.
Oh,
I'm
me?
sorry
Mikey.
for.
Oh. Um. Well, I just remember my Great Dane running around the house and the furniture going like this. He would just play. And what's funny is I also have a Chihuahua who is still alive. He's like 12 now.
Oh,
Yeah. His name is Pinoy. Him, the Chihuahua, and the Great Dane were best of friends. So they played together, but they never hurt each other. Surprisingly, like the Great Dane was very careful, like with his limbs, where he would step, and when he would come into bed with us, he would be so gentle as to where he puts his paws, just in case
oh.
he would like step on you. Yeah, very gentle.
Ako, I think I prefer,
Yeah.
I prefer small dogs kasi they live longer. Pag malaki, di
Yes,
ba? Like,
true.
if I na-attach na ako sa dog
Oh,
then after like few
Yeah, the
years,
giants.
that's why.
Alaskan Malamutes. How long do they live?
They have a pretty much average lifespan between 12 to 14 hours, pretty much like golden retrievers or labradors.
I see.
So, pero Tina seems to be parang amazed na parang Tina, the thing about big dogs like Tibetan Mastiffs, the giant ones, Saint Bernards, Great Danes, they have a relatively short lifespan
So
between seven
short,
to nine.
teens.
Between
what?
seven to
Yes,
nine.
yes.
So if you get attached with a dog,
And they're also deep-chested dogs. So like, there's this thing called bloat, right? Isn't that what it's called? And our dog died because of like this thing called bloat.
bloating.
It's this really like gruesome thing that involves the digestive tract. Like
Oh
Right.
my
there's something.
gosh.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
you have to have a bloat kit. We had this bloat kit where it's like a tube, and if ever he starts going like that, you gotta stick this tube. You gotta tie up a wood thing
No.
and on his mouth so he doesn't bite, and you stick this tube down his throat. Oh, it's so hard. When they reach around 7 or 8 years old, it's like it's tough.
yeah. So
Okay,
the
thank you.
scientific name for that was gastrointestinal blockage or bloat, and
Oh
Mm.
it's
wow.
hard. It's hard, and you can lose a dog in just
So
um, overnight because of that.
Yeah,
I'll stick to
yeah.
smaller dogs. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I
Well, it
can't
has.
That's
even
my,
give
that's
up.
that's my request to Mikey. Get bigger dogs.
I know. Although I wish I could have a Grin again. They
Oh,
are such awesome dogs.
Yes, they
oh, I
are.
bet
They are.
I bet, but I don't think I have the heart to like have to do that if it has to, get to that point. I'll be like
Yeah.
crying like a baby. Like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well,
It's also our fault. We bred them to be like that.
oh, all right. Well, Tina, don't worry. You have COVID now, pero like I always say, one dog ain't gonna be enough because at some point you will be looking for another dog, Tina.
I'll move to a farm so I can have like 10 dogs.
Expanding the pack. Yeah.
All
We will
right,
follow in
Tina.
your footsteps.
Tina, we are
Yes,
almost
coach.
out of time. And I think it's time to move on to our Zoomies round. Do you have the copy?
Ooh.
The Zoomies round, RJ and Mikey, it's so funny because like Zoomies basically is when the dog goes like running around in circles or going so fast. I don't know if
Mhm.
Cypher does that, but oh my gosh, when Kobe does it, I take a video every day because it's so adorable. They're just going in circles so fast. So here we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna ask both of you questions.
Okay.
Uh Whatever comes to mind first is what I'm also gonna give you the answer, like I said. Okay.
All
So
right. You
first
can
Okay.
have
question for
different
our Zoomies
answers.
round.
Okay. You can have
Yes.
Okay.
different
Okay.
answers. All right,
What's the
Tina.
best way to pick up? What's the best way to pick up dog poop?
With a baggie. How about you?
Yeah,
Tissue?
plastic.
Tissue.
Baggie.
Tissue. Tissue.
Which
Okay.
feels
Yeah, or tissue or whatever you have.
Yeah.
Which feels better when you're picking it up, warm or cold poop?
Ew. Warm.
Ew, really? Cold. I would say cold.
I like it.
if you were a dog, what breed are you?
Oh.
Uh, I think I am an Askal. An Aspin. I'm an Aspin.
Corgi.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Tina.
If do an imitation of your dog's bark.
Oh, our parrot is better at
Yeah.
that. Um,
Ligaya copies the bark of
we don't even
Cypher.
know if it's our dog. I'm like, was that Cypher? Was that Ligaya?
Yeah.
She can
Rabbit.
even she can even yeah she can even copy his whine like that.
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh
wait.
my god, that's
This
so
is his
cute.
bark. His bark is like right. It's like that.
Oh my god, that's so adorable.
That's cute. That's cute.
Yeah.
All right. What is your parrot's favorite?
Huh?
What is your parrot's favorite phrase? What is Ligaya's favorite phrase?
Wow! 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 Yeah.
Where did you learn it? Oh my god, that's
Because I
so
always say it for the vlogs. Wow! 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 So for 2 years she's heard it, and that was the first thing she ever learned to say.
Mhm.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
You know, there's a little trivia. Wow, wow, wow used to be a girly bar on Burgos.
Oh really?
Just a little trivia.
Really?
Yeah, there's a wow, wow, wow. I'll send you guys pictures. Okay.
So
Sige,
funny. You
sige.
have
If
pictures?
Later.
if your dog
Gosh.
or parrot was a singer, which genre do you think would be into?
Well,
Classical for me.
no. If the dog or parrot were a singer,
Mm-hmm.
so if
What
Cypher or the parrot were a singer, what genre? What does
do you
Ligaya
think
like?
they'd be into?
Okay, well, Ligaya likes K-pop, so she would be a K-pop singer. And Mariah Carey.
Mariah
So
Carey,
she
yeah,
likes
Mariah
Mariah
Carey.
Carey. She sings Mariah Carey too.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
oh my
and then
god!
We always play the video of Mariah Carey on YouTube.
and
So
then Cypher.
eventually Ligaya can like
What
copy and sing it.
Oh, I know what genre Cypher would be. Punk because of his hair. He's got a mohawk. He's got a punk rock there.
All
That's awesome,
right.
Coach. Next question, Coach.
Yeah. If your dog could talk, what do you think would he say to you or Ligaya?
Both of them would say, "Feed me."
I love you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Cypher is very
Yes,
malambing.
super sweet.
All right.
Super sweet
Awesome.
Cypher.
Ligaya too.
Tina.
Now, if Cypher could pick between the two of you, who's the more malambeng?
Me
You
for sure.
or
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, Cypher. Cypher is his.
Yeah.
He's so sweet to RJ.
All right. Tina,
Coach,
choose.
₱1,000,000 or hear your dog's thoughts for 1 minute?
₱1,000,000.
Hmm?
I'm sorry. Just
One 1 minute.
1,000,000 pesos or hear the dog's
A mi-
thoughts for a minute. Come on,
Yeah, maybe we can
RJ.
we can yeah
Hear his thoughts.
yeah.
1,000,000 pesos.
Yeah, we can sacrifice that, I think. We can.
That's an endorsement.
We can.
Sorry,
Coach,
RJ are
Coach, go
discussing.
ahead.
All right. All
Our
right.
priorities are different, clearly.
All right. This will break it up. How about $1,000,000 or hear your dog's or parrot's thoughts for 1 minute?
I
I
thought
mean,
that's what we said.
No, that was
No,
a million
kanina
1 million
pesos.
pesos.
first.
Oh,
Oh, dollars.
dollars.
Yeah, that's higher. So it's 40 times
Let's
higher.
take the money.
Yeah,
Show us the money.
we can sacrifice 1 million pesos.
Screw the animals' thoughts. Show us the money. We know what our animals are thinking. We'll go buy more animals. That's what I'm thinking.
So we get the money and give it to more people.
Correct. We give it out.
More
Oh,
Yeah.
apples for kids all over the
Right.
world.
We're just joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Coach?
yeah. If you could give Ligaya or Cypher anything in the world, whether real or imaginary, what would it be?
Oh. Um. Wow, these are good
Yeah,
questions. It's
yeah.
hard to do zoomy with this. Um. Okay. For Ligaya, it would be actually. Yeah. For Ligaya, it would. Okay. Quick story. Ligaya has this virus
Mm-hmm.
that degrades her muscles. Is one of the symptoms to
Oh.
it. So she can't really free fly, like
Mm-hmm.
fly out into the sky like other birds. Um, but I wish that she could be free of this virus so
Mm-hmm.
she could really experience true flight, like
Yeah.
outside.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I wish for
Oh.
Ligaya. How about you for
Mm.
Cypher?
For Ligaya, same, because she's been having some episodes of that.
Yeah,
Sometimes she vomits.
Oh.
yeah,
No.
she takes medication every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
But what about for Cypher?
For
What would you wish
Cypher,
for him?
more toys
Never-ending toys.
every day.
Yeah, yeah.
And lastly, coach.
Right. And the last question for the Zoomies round is, who is the dog behind the human for RJ Garcia and Mikey Bustos?
Who is the dog behind the human between RJ and Mikey Bustos? Cypher.
Cypher.
Our dog, our beat Chorky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yay. And any
So
dogs we might have in the future. Yeah.
thank you guys for your time. You please invite your our viewers to on your social media pages and your vlogs and your Aunts Canada.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. For me, I do a lot of TikTok videos. I do food
Oh
and
my
table
gosh.
stage.
Yeah.
So you can follow me
I'm
on my
so
TikTok,
jealous.
Apple Boy RJ.
Yeah, it's really incredible what RJ does, like decorating and designing food and all of this.
Coach, like
Um,
his food preparation is divine. Like
Nice.
I'm afraid to have them over the house because I have like plastic glasses, like plastic cups. Like you should see RJ's presentation. It's like wow.
I'll host you
Sobrang
guys for a dinner when we move to the house.
Yay!
yes, bring all the
Woo!
dogs. Bring
Yes,
the dogs.
yes, yes.
and for Mikey, invite them.
Yeah, feel free to look me up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram under Mikey Bustos, and on YouTube and Instagram under Ant Canada.
Mhm.
Yes. And yeah,
Or
we thank everybody who's watching and who supported us all these years.
Mhm.
We're really, really grateful.
Oh, the Mabuhay squad,
Yeah,
the
Mabuhay
best
Squad,
squad.
thank you.
thank you guys so much for your time again. And
Yes,
I will
and
see
thank you,
you very
Coach and
soon.
Tina.
Coach,
Yeah.
let's say our goodbyes. Nikai, thank you.
Right. So we'd like
Thank
to
you.
thank
Thanks, Nikai.
we'd like to thank Nikai in the background, helping us manage the live stream and also who's going to be editing the podcast. Guys, if you'd like to review or you missed some parts of this episode, you can check us out on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So just search the dog behind the human. You can also follow me at my social media pages. Just search Doug Coach Francis. We are available on Instagram and on our Facebook. And of course, Tina.
Just at the Tina Ryan on Instagram and Tina Ryan on Facebook. And
All right. So
that's
you have been listening to The Dog Behind the Human, powered by Podmetrics in partnership with Podcast Network Asia. This has been your host, Doug Coach Francis.
I'm Tina Ryan. Have a blessed Sunday night, everyone. Bye.
Keep healthy, keep safe, and
Bye,
don't
guys.
forget to pet your dog. Bye.